Okay, now this weekend, as you all know, I'm going to take Silva over Moroz. I'm going to take Natalia Silva over Andrea Lee. Now this is MMA, and anything can happen. I do give Moroz a chance. I give Andrea Lee a chance. But I suspect that one of them will be challenged. At least one of them, if not defeated. I said it's possible. But the thing is, with Natalia Silva, Andrea Lee, I just think Silva is better at everything she does. She has a better jab, a better straight right hand, better movement, lighter on her feet. I think she got better speed than Andrea Lee. Just all around better. And the longer this fight goes on, I suspect the worse it'll get for Andrea Lee. Okay? If it's a prolonged fight. But Silva is a quick little fighter. She has very good balance and agility. Very good control over her body. She's not flapping all over the place and bouncing here and jiggling there. And she's got good power. Noteworthy power. She can drop you with one punch. Now, so can Andrea Lee. And, Natalia Silva is going to get hit. She's going to get punched on eventually. Somebody's going to get to her. And it could be Andrea Lee. I don't know. But it's bound to happen eventually. Everybody meets their match. But I'm going to say it's not going to be Andrea Lee. I think she's just too slow for Natalia Silva. And I think she's just more skilled. Just as an athlete, a martial artist. More skilled at what she does. And especially the kicks. There are very few girls in the UFC period who throws kicks better than Natalia Silva. Silva throws kicks as effortlessly, quickly, and easily as a fighter throws a jab. And it's pretty crazy. Her kicks are like jabs. So I'm taking Natalia Silva. I think she is an athletic freak of nature. And she's probably the future of the division in terms of being one of the top fighters. And she may get a crack at that title and she might become the champion. I could see that happening. It's a very skilled fighter with good physical strength. Always impressed with that. And she can fight on the ground. She can stop you on the ground. She can do all of that. But I think the biggest thing is her mind. Her mind is ready. She's already been through a lot, like I pointed out before. So facing adversity for her won't be anything new. Now, Silva, I think, has evolved into a much better fighter than has Moroz. Silva, like Natalia Silva, Silva has devastating power. That's another thing I want to emphasize with people. Seems like it goes over a lot of people's heads. Very few women have devastating power. I think both Silvas do. I think Karine is more than a jiu-jitsu fighter. She has fast, powerful strikes. I just think she should throw more straight punches. More straight punches. Whereas that's all Natalya throws. She's prolific with straight shots. So hopefully these two can feed off each other's energy and go in here and handle business, because I think they are a more exciting addition to the division than Andrea Lee and Moroz. Okay, Moroz and Lee, we've been looking at them for a while. Neither of them are as destructive as either of the Silvas. That's just what it is. Of course, Moroz is a part-time model, I think. I know she posed for Playboy, and she got a website where she posed, like a OnlyFans, but it's her website. So she's putting a lot of energy and thought and spirit into that. Whereas a lot of these other girls are exclusively focused on MMA. I think that'll give the focused girls an advantage. The thing with women is it's hard for me to speak or judge them. Because the fact is, I'm not a woman. I'm a man. And that's more than just having different organs. You know, that means I got a different mind. Like, my mind functions different because of the hormones. You see? But this fight right here, I think, is over a lot of people's heads. I'm looking at the comments online. It's over a lot of people's heads. Now, of course, Sterling versus O'Malley is going to crush Weili versus Lemos in the countdown and with the free fights uploaded. Sterling, O'Malley, 414,000, uploaded 4 days ago. Also 4 days ago, Weili against Lemos, countdown, 46,000 compared to 414,000. But the fighters who, or the people who leave comments, they leave comments as if they're like, who is Weili? Weili is not a worthy opponent. Which is, wow. That is really stunning. That I expected more people to respect Lemos. I don't get the sense that there are that many fighters who respect Lemos. Like, check this out. I'm sure some of you saw this. If you look at her fight on YouTube's channel, they uploaded Amanda Lemos' fight against Marina Rodriguez. I expected to see more respect in this comment section for Lemos than I saw. Okay? Because I don't know who wins this fight. Feel like I'm the only excited for this fight versus Weili. I don't know if Amanda can win. Okay. Look at this. Now, this has to be a Chinese influenced comment. This is a Chinese person. It says there is no doubt that Weili will defeat Amanda on Saturday night. Man, you know, fans like that would creep me out. I hate to say, but they would. Because those are the same ones who'll turn on you completely as soon as you lose a fight. Just like they did with, what was it, Yan Xiaonan. Right? When she lost to Carla, oh man. Oh boy. Yeah, you shouldn't do it. I mean, come on. There is no doubt. There's a whole lot of doubt, man. You must not know what you... And somebody here said it was the first time they saw Amanda Lemos. Because after UFC uploaded this fight was the first time one of these people seen Amanda Lemos. It's like, what? Here it is right here. First time seeing Lemos, and I love the stylistic. This is your first time seeing Lemos? You don't follow the sport that closely. Yeah, simple as that. Simple as that. I'm not going to say that you're a casual or nothing like that. You just don't follow it as closely as I do. You know? Or maybe you just don't keep up with the female divisions. Whatever the case, most people picking Weili. Look at this. Amanda will quickly find out that Weili is on a whole different level. No. Now look, Weili can run through anybody. But listen, this time, Weili is up against a fighter who can run through anybody too. Lemos got the same abilities that Weili has. Okay? And this is a magnificent fight, man. I think it's more than people are able to digest right now. Much more. Like I said, it's like a fantasy matchup. But when you got somebody like Amanda Lemos, look, always be mindful of how she moves, how she navigates across the cage. And then be mindful of how Weili navigates, how Weili moves. The style matchup is going to look impressive, in my opinion, in this fight. It's going to look like two very highly skilled fighters. And it rarely looks like that with the women. This fight is over a lot of people's heads. Most people are not looking at the fact that finally you got a knockout puncher against a knockout puncher. You got two real heavy hitters. That's extremely rare. What you're looking at right now, Marina Rodriguez is not really a knockout puncher like that. She's just not. Very few girls are. And Marina was one of the highest rated strikers. So you also have, they both have quick reflexes, Lemos and Weili. Fast twitch, quick reflexes, light on their feet, strong legs. I mean, look at the thighs in this matchup. Have y'all really taken a good look at Amanda Lemos and Weili Zhang's thighs? These are powerful, well-muscled brutes up in here. This is like the female version of Yoel Romero against Paulo Costa. With, dare I say, better technique. Another rare thing that's going to look crazy. This going to look far more of like a high quality fight than most other female fights. You know, it will be closer to being on par with the men than most female fights. This is a very, very good matchup. And I'm taking Amanda Lemos because I think, I suspect that she has better defense. Lemos, I think, uses her feet more to avoid shots, as well as her hands. Her feet and hands. Wei Li gets clipped a lot, man. She just does. And you can't be getting clipped by Lemos. Plus, Lemos got real good power. But at the same time, Wei Li does too. This is really anybody's fight, man. I mean, it's like a 50-50 fight from where I see. 50-50. You take one over the other, it has to be a 45-55. I wouldn't go no more than that. So, you know, it is what it is. We're too close to the actual fight to really care about how it's received. Hopefully it goes through. I mean, it still could get called off. I don't want that to happen because I think this is a fantasy matchup. One that I thought would most likely never happen. But a lot of things are changing. A lot of things are changing in that division. Okay? And in the flyweight division. And Rose is out of the picture at strawweight. And I think at flyweight, maybe Andrade. I think they're going to keep Andrade ranked in both divisions. Yeah, I saw Suarez. She wanted to be ranked in both divisions as well. I'm like, why would you? Why would you? Yeah, defend both titles. That's too much work. And there's no telling. No, you can't do that. You can't be an active fighter. Even if you're active, you can't defend 2 titles. No. You're going to fight every 3 months? And even then, each title get defended twice a year. And that's the max. Yeah, it don't make sense for you to hold 2 divisions, 2 belts, or a belt at 2 different divisions. I mean, you know, I get it, champ. But, you know, you don't fight like that. Y'all just don't fight like that. Now, they could get an interim belt and make the interim belt silver. I saw that online somewhere. Or somebody suggested that. That's a good idea. They said make the interim belt silver. Crazy division. Blanchfield, Santos, Rose, Carla. Carla, I'm not excited about Carla. I don't know. I'm just not. And I don't think she's excited anymore. So she's about to be a mom. And what's going to happen? She going to get beaten up on her retirement fight? You know? So it's not looking good for Carla. I don't feel good about her. Now, people talking about Mackenzie Dern, but man, Suarez is at number 4. They snuck her above the next title contender to send a message. Because they shouldn't have done that. That's not what they were supposed to do. Andrade was at number 5. And they just moved Suarez above her. Just so she could be over Amanda Lemos. Oh, yes. That's what it is. That is what it is. So I think the UFC likes Suarez. And they're going to see how much money they can make off of her. She does have some star potential. but it's going to be a rough task. Man, it's going to be so rough. Now, 6 title defenses is not that many. For whatever reason, it is that many in MMA, especially women's MMA. So if you feel like anybody is good enough to make 6 title defenses, break it down for us. Because I'm not giving anybody that much credit right now. My eyes don't see it. My eyes see everybody being able to lose against somebody. Styles make fights. There's a lot of different styles in the mix right now. That is all for this live stream.